Good win on the road against a really good football team, a team that we thought would challenge us up front. And in the first half they did. We responded with, I thought, with some timely stops. Looking at it, looked like third down was really important because they know what they're doing in the run game. We said that all week. They could drive the ball. We did a nice job of not allowing them to get big plays, and then we were able to get off the field on third downs. If you look at 2 of 13, that looks like that was a big deal. It got sent from the field. So got a lot of respect for App State and just happy to come out here 3-0. Questions?
Chris has been asking this, but I mean, you were talking about you hadn't taken a punch in the mouth yet. Did you feel like you took one today, and how did you guys respond?
Yeah, I thought we had some adversity today, a couple of sudden change situations, and then there was that point there in the third quarter where, hey, maybe this is going to get real, and I thought Kaya responded with a big-time drive just to answer the score when momentum had slipped away from us, and then I thought we went and responded with some 3-and-outs when we got the early interception, so things like that. So it was good. It was good to see all of a sudden, like, hey, this thing could go sideways, and I thought our guys really responded. And if you think about it, probably in the 10 minutes of game time after their touchdown, it was dominant. It was one-sided, and that was really the answer that we've been looking for.
In terms of just individuals, your thoughts on just what Chad was able to do?
Well, yeah, Chad, especially in the second half, they were doing some things on their outside zone play that we weren't pleased with at halftime. We really kind of challenged our guys at halftime to play that play better. And again, without having looking at film, Chad looked like he was just dominant in terms of whipping the tackle and making the play in the backfield. And the stretches, outside zone is a great play, but there's a negative side to it because you can get tackles for loss. And some of those plays that Chad made in the third quarter really took away what they do best. They're an outstanding outside zone running team, and he played his best there in that third quarter to really put an end to that.
You have an inexperienced front seven. You got some freshmen you've talked about, quite at length. What can you say about the response, the first road game, all that stuff? For
handling the trip, just watching them in walkthroughs last night, meetings in the hotel, I thought they were very businesslike. I thought they handled it. This is not an easy place to get in and out of. It was a lot of travel yesterday. You're talking about an hour, almost a 2-hour flight with almost 2 hours of travel time, just bus, getting hotel, and all that type of stuff. I thought the guys handled it very well. Early kick, we hadn't had an early kick yet. So again, very pleased with the maturity. We do have young guys, but they are mature young guys, and I thought so far they've handled the challenge. The 3 games so far, I think they've handled those challenges very well.
What did you say about Cornell there? He's one of your leading tacklers today and did a nice job.
He really did. Well, we talked with our corners that we want to be defined by our tackling first, not necessarily pass breakups and interceptions. And Corn has done a nice job. We knew on some of their sweep plays, setting edges, things like that was going to be important. And Corn is getting. What I like is he's growing into the role of being our guy, and you can see it. He's denying his man on third downs. Anytime they tried him on third down, they were punished for that. So that's what we need. You need your seniors to be your big-time guys, especially when we have the youth we have up front.
And you have, I guess, the next game, Georgia Tech, and you have a week off. Do you need that week off? I know, especially for the linebackers who are really young and haven't faced that kind of team.
Oh, I look at it first of just getting all of our guys back. One, let's get healthy in the week and get our full assortment of players available, and then from there, yeah, certainly we'll take the time to coach up in terms of what they do, and even if you do that, it's still going to be a challenge playing against them for the first time. It's an offense. It's if you haven't played against them before, it takes some getting used to. But I think we'll rely again on our older guys, and we'll come up with a good plan to get after those guys as well.
Speak about the last question specifically. What about their response? Kind of playing against a team that runs, that you're going to meet those guys.
Well, what they saw was you have to be consistently good to be great. And so what I noticed a couple of drives late in the second quarter, when mentally you start to fatigue a little bit, and again, and we knew their answer. If you stop their outside zone, they're going to run more outside zone at you. They're very persistent in what they do. So you saw a couple of times where all of a sudden, if we didn't quite have the same stinger we'd had early, start running around some blocks, they start making some yards. So they realize now that this game is not about flashing and making a great play here and there. It's about being consistently dependable to be where you're supposed to be. And I thought in the third quarter they did a nice job of that. Thank you all very much.
Thanks, Manny.